Ну что, всем привет, дорогие друзья, добро пожаловать на канал Кабан Plays Games. Сегодня продолжаем мы RoboCop Rogue City. Так, затягивать не буду, сразу же продолжим. Всем приятного просмотра и приятного аппетита. И мы с вами продолжаем. Остановились мы на том, что мы пришли в госпиталь навестить Льюис с открыточкой, которую все подписали любезно для нее. Сейчас уточним, где она у нас ночует.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Ah, second floor. Take the elevator.
Благодарю, медсестра. Ты кто такой?
My wife. She was with me when they started shooting. I'm sorry.
Обладаний никаких нету у нас. Пока нету. Ладно, погнали на второй этаж туда. Проведем нашу Льюис напарницу.
But there's so much room in there, and we're all cramped up in this little space.
Доставляет вам
Sir,
проблемы?
please calm down.
Ожидайте, сэр. Не тревожьте работников службы. Тайный поклонник Китти. Дорогие друзья, читайте, ставьте на паузу. Мы двигаемся дальше. К нашей Льюис. Где она там у нас лежит? Больная. Всем в коме. Бедолагу. Подстрелили серьезно.
Hey, Murphy. She's right in here.
Что там, как, Льюис? Нормально все?
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Бедная Льюис.
Hello, Lewis.
Досталось ей.
Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Да, Льюис, мы без тебя не справляемся никак.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
Угу. Кажется, кое-что тут намечается интересное. Тут ничего нету. Тут ничего. У нас там
I'll
сходить
keep her
в
safe.
морг.
Don't you worry about her.
А ты где был? Что, ничего не слышал, что ли? Про морг разговаривали. Собираются похитить. Погнали.
What's her blood pressure?
Ну что опять?
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse.
Что, глюки у тебя опять?
Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
Все, глюкался. Уже ты глюкозный, Мерфи.
RoboCop, what a surprise.
Ну, рассказывай, что тут происходит.
I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I feel like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Actually, there is. Our thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say, they were very thorough.
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
Понятно. Вы ничего не предпринимаете. У вас тут воруют, вывозят, а вы даже ноль внимания. Интересно. Так, что у нас? Тут ничего. Тут ничего. Что-то тут какое-то задание.
Finally, I've been calling you guys for the past.
Что хотел?
What do you know about the disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the perps?
We caught their leader.
You caught him? Where is he?
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is. Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dresser, if I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and partner or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the
Ты
police.
не просто охранник, ты охранник госпиталя, где много больных, умерших. Не должен позволять, чтобы их похитили. И что-то с ними случилось. Опять ночь. Что ж такое-то?
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Что считают? Что, не все обнаружим? Вот это не победил с этим утырком, который нас еще хотел убить.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
Дай пройду, что там у тебя лежит. Что это он отчирикал про нас. Факс от Baby Mate. Уважаемый мистер Бейкер, Ставим на паузу, дорогие друзья. Читаем, кому интересно, конечно. Мы продолжаем. Что у вас тут еще интересного? Вот он. Свинюшка лежит. Что там за чип ты нам дал? Изменить. А сейчас 3.3. Говненько ты нам дал. Ладно. Пока ничего нету интересного. Тут что, 19, 18, 15. Есть что у нас там поменять? Например. Ничего путнего нету. Ладно. Что у нас там? Узнайте причину беспокойства. Ну, пошли узнаем. Доктор, привет. Психонолог. Анализ нам будешь проводить сегодня, нет? У вас что тут? Пиццу не доедет. Ничего у вас нету интересного, крутого, прям фантастического. Ничего не предложите. Ну ладно, фиг с вами. Что там? Отсюда выбежал. Что-то тут.
You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Не кричи.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
Конечно, Льюис сильно выкарабкается.
This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that. Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo. See you later in the briefing room.
Чё? А там чё? Посетить тюрьму. А чё там в тюрьме? Кого там? Что там делать в тюрьме в этой? Уже никого. Нету такого, чтобы...
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rad.
As I was writing it, I'd noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
Давайте не будем жить, парнишку.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. Shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go.
Пошли, постреляем, парнишка.
I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I come in now?
No.
I can't help myself. That was awesome.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
Ты чё, блин? Поди, 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 поди. Ты тоже.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Ah, so that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go. Huh. Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Huh. I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
No sulking in uniform. You are a cop.
And a cop gets things done. Okay, I'll get another service weapon. Thank you, Robo.
Да не за что. Надо помоги поднять боевой дух парнишки. Он совсем что расклеился. Чё тут у тебя? Кто?
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Старый знакомый. Гурчик,
Why
привет.
are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Давай, удачи, Гурчик. Сиди, отбывай срок. Не пакости тут. Что у нас там? Отправиться в конференц-зал. Все? Никаких больше доп. Заданий не будет? ломается опять. Ну ладно, пошли туда. Раз никто доп. Задания не дает, больше нету ничего.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
What is it, officer?
Huh? Oh, I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge.
Так, задачи. Так, в памяти офицера Брикса. То есть дать ничего нельзя. Ладно, пошли тогда. Что там? Распечатай фотографии. А, вниз надо. Я тут хожу, брожу, как дурак по кругу. Ну что такое? Встал тут. Дай пройти. Мне же здоровенький, плотненький. Мне места много надо. Так, тут стрельбище. Где у нас там распечатать? Архив. Так. База данных. Так, фотографию распечатали Брикса. Идем вешать на стенд о памяти его. Сколько уже офицеров погибло.
Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff,
Конечно,
so
офицера Брикса.
I'm gonna take care of the
Семья
desk, but
осталась,
could
а у
you
него.
get his belongings from his locker?
Все? Доп нету больше. Все. Нет, еще не все это. То есть вот доп задание. Где тут шкафчик? Вот он. Что тут у нас? Забрать. Все. Положить вещи в коробку. Пошли.
You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it. You know, I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped. Thank you, Murphy.
Всё. Ладно, пошли на брифинг. Что нам сержант нам скажет, наругает нас. А чё? Ну все. Да. Больше нет.
Thanks to RoboCop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
Шизанутый, потому что он.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
Чё у него там пульт?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone back up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Ну, погнали. OCP освобождать.
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
RoboCop не слушает планов. Он идет на пролом. Ты да куда полезла?
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Могли бы остаться там, на улице.
Tags the most perps. Contact! Contact!
Let's show our metal friend how it's done, boys.
Perp neutralized!
Когда столько наступил? Как нечестно, я один на вас. Опа.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
Ты. Ты что, кто это? Бомбанул.
Seconds to comply. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
You're getting cold feet. Come on, boys. Let's
Move it,
finish
Quincy,
up
can't
show
go
what it
behind.
means to be a team player.
Ну тут я против них не выиграю. Толпой стреляют, а один против толпы ничего не делает.
Push, push, push! Team strong! Stay sharp.
Как бы здорово не стрелял, но я...
Team strong! Come on, Mason, we need to win this! Herb neutralized! Stupid bastards! Our line of work is about the team.
Конечно, победил. Если бы у меня в команде было бы штуки 4 робокопа, я бы, может быть, и победил. Так несправедливо получается. Он толпой идут, долбит. А я один не успеваю за ними. Всех раздолбить. Так что нечестно у вас подсчет идет.
RoboCop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Очень доверять документы. Дальше, да? Сюда я пришел. Там дальше. Тут же в офисах. Ничего не положили больше. Тут вижу документы. Не спрячьте от меня. Письмо, чтобы поместить в рамку. Для чего письмо в рамку?
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
I am working on the no crime part.
Then OCP may become the object of your attention soon. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings. We're opening this vault with or without your help.
RoboCop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
RoboCop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
Так, что у нас? 24 зеленый. Потом красный. Нет. Обезврежительной бомбы в меня никакой, походу.
I will not contribute to deprive...
RoboCop!
We're not...
Mr. RoboCop.
I need... there is...
Found... Okay.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. 4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
Еще раз. Еще одна попытка. Так, 24 вольта зеленый. Есть. Значит, 12 вольт. 12 вольт синий. Есть. 12 вольт красный. Ага, все. Вот и все, ребята. Чуть-чуть разобрался и маленько.
Ready to get back to business?
Пришлось
Because I need
подумать.
to make a withdrawal. Like now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Козел.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Back with the money the next...
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
Ладно. А мы продолжаем тем временем дальше расследование. Ничего они тут нарыли. Значит, надо брать, не отказываться от такого добра. С этой стороны что? Ничего. Окей. Это не я. Но само. Что, не достреливаешь, что ли? Ты во мне не попадешь, а я точно попаду. Сейчас. Так, а где этот снайпер? Ты чё? Ничего не оставил там? Снайпер никакого? Улики. Где ты? Затаился тут, гад. Че, этот убежал, который? С рацией-то. Вызыватель подкреплений.
You're out of the bank already?
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
Все, да? Ага, нет. Идет, значит, куда-то в город. Этот снайпер стоял. Мамкин. Ага, заставил. О, Роба, ну что ты заставил? Брать, не брать ее. Не буду, пусть. Может, в дальнейшем пожалею, если не возьму. Бог с ней. Держи. Ну я кидал-то, что ты не в меня же шел. Чем ты не нужен? Ничего не оставили. Никакую улику. Нету ничего. Тут зайти нельзя. Тут тоже ничего нету. А тут... Ага, что-то оставили. Да, заныкали в уголок. Самый. Бункера. Доездился. Ну давай. Где ты там?
RoboCop, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that.
Откуда вы тут повылазили? Да, тут. Что это будет? Где? Падла. Хилимся, ребята, хилимся. Да, блин. Чего не переключил-то? Готовченко. Кто еще? Еще один. Куда вас столько взялось-то? Банкеров. Стой. Где теперь? Где ствол-то? Дай. Хоть с таким побегаем. Тут ничего. Совсем ничего. О. То, что надо. Что у нас тут? 11 очков. Давайте-ка вложим. Сюда 2. Сюда 2. Фокус сканирования. Сюда 1. Что у нас? 6 очков. Все. Сюда. 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 Все. Так вот сделаем, чтобы все было по 2 пока что. Все, заколки будем исследовать, нет? Смысла нету. Ничего нету. Пошли дальше по заданию. Ловить оставшихся байкеров, козлов. Сюда нельзя. Тоже не пройти. Куда туда? Где проход? Надо следовать за оставшимися бандами. Возьмем, пожалуй, пригодится. Так, тут ничего. В машинах ничего. Ну ладно, тогда идем сюда. Третьего что тут долбить-то? Гараж, блин, бесконечных врагов. Куда побежал, стой? Хорошо бегать. Сколько вас там еще? Дай сюда. Где ты там? Капец. Сколько тут? 200 человек на квадратный метр. Еще не все.
I am listening, Creep.
RoboCop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Замыкание. Блин, не все обыскал там.
There he is, the man who saved our pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Что там по заданиям? А, следовать. Следующий посту.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
Погашение света.
RoboCop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, OCP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Что тут мигает? Сетевые фильтры.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
Так, идем по проводу, значит, сюда. идет сюда. Он сюда. И чё? Тут не сканируется ничего. Угу. А, он вниз же идет. Туплю-то. Угу. Угу. Куда-то сюда. Ага, вот. Так. Нет. Оп. Нет. Так. Нет. 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 Значит, этот. Какой из этих? Нет. Этот и этот. Все. Да будет свет, сказал монтер и перерезал все провода. В полицейском участке, конечно же. Отправиться в изолятор. Так. Ага.
Oh, that's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Да, конечно, конечно, все сделал.
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Так.
All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Ну все, там отлично по заданию.
Hello, RoboCop. Congratulations.
Приветствую вас, доктор.
I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you. That's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful, especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Все.
We are going to build a brand new city where Detroit now stands. Delta City is the only hope that we have.
Что-то лежит, записка какая-то. Не паниковать. Дорогой клиент. Ставим, друзья, на паузу. Читаем. Не забываем подписываться на мой канал. Plus Games. Ставить лайки. Писать комментарии. Буду очень рад.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative, under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
RoboCop! Over here. You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Да, без проблем. Рад помочь. Это покинуть участок.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Hey,
no, you
Shiny.
wouldn't. You wouldn't say
Got a job.
Что тебе надо?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Разберемся, не ссы. Секунд. Да. Следующий постов. Шип стоги сена. Да, что у нас под дубком. Отличное задание, служите защите. Вот так. Пойдем под дубком сперва. Куда нам? Туда. Ну аж ты, мужик-то. Что ж ты так средь бела дня-то нажрался? Мужчина. No smoking.
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
А что ты думал? Что я понял, что ты тут куришь на заправке? Спасибо, Бразилия.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Да, что у нас на задание? Я уже отмечал. Что сбросилось-то? Нет. Что, никто не нарушает, что ли? Офигели, что ли? Нарушений нету. Да уж, днем, конечно, не то, что ночью. Ночью город покрасивее, конечно, выглядит, чем днем. А, вот он, 6000, это Юкс, которого мы искали.
Like I was the only man on the planet. I know. She's the reason I blew my paycheck.
Ну ладно, пойдем. Что тут у нас? Доб задание этот просил. Бикер. Разобраться с каким-то сферозаданием. Что тут? Хватит кормить кошек в подвале. Они повсюду гадят. Упустил. Идем наверх, значит.
Daddy, what was that? Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Чудики. Все. Да. Ну и срач у вас. Ребята. Не убирайте свой подъезд вообще. Тут что? Сюда никуда. Все завалено, все засрано. Мусор вообще не выносят, не вывозят. Тут ничего. Тут тоже. Ага. Есть кто-то бабки раскидывает прям в подъездах. Угу. Ладно. Что тут? У нас надо найти. Оп, оп. Ловушечка. Ловушка. Так, открыть. Тут нигде нет ловушки. Нигде нету. Что есть? Чё? Пустой сральник. Что еще? Угу. Пицца. Убийца. Вентилятор. Ну, чип. Просто так лежит у кого-то дома. Стикер. Ага. Так. Тут что у нас? Картовка с документами не относится к делу. Зачем? Ничего подозрительного. Микросхемы, провода. Тут что? Ловушки нету. Так, рюкзаки. Ключи. Ага. Ну тебе, пожалуйста, секреточка. Оп. Вот целая лаборатория. Что за аренду? Что чипы? Так, что? Серверная целая, нифига тут. Чудики. Да, сейчас возьму, подожди. Не трезвонькой. Больше ничего.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Show me your evidence, and I will make the culprits regret their deeds.
So far, you're just making my road to the goal harder. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
Угу. Журналистка, значится. Иди, да. Твоя коробка. Так. Это внизу. Что ли внизу? Ну все, на выход, да. Да, скорее всего, в другое место, куда она будет сходить, забрать. Да? Да. Чё, не нарушаем? срач тут устроили в городе. То шины валяются, всякая фигня валяется. Чё? Дальше. Угу. Какой-то склад.
Man, it's RoboCop. So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment, nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Конечно, RoboCop. Вы что хотели? Кто там будет?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
Что-то да лежит. Какая-то улика.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you
Вы
want.
что? Скрываете. Незаконно.
Trouble with the lock.
Чё? Где звук-то? Алло.
How is he still standing? I'm not scared, you know? Get behind him!
Какие гранаты у тебя сейчас? Дальше записаю. Подавился. Откуда у вас столько тут? 3 человека он стоял. Перевел целую армию. Пойдем облазим, все обыщем. Вдруг что заныкали. Уже пойдем по основному. Ага, вот видите. Обыскивайте все уголки. Что может быть что-то да в углу лежать интересное. Вот еще. Тут что-то лежит. Тут что? Ничего. Все знакомо выглядит. Ага. Сейчас насобираем тут улик целую кучу. Ну что, заодно похилимся. Да, зайти нельзя. Так, ну все. По кругу прошелся туда-сюда. Больше ничего тут нету. Пошли. Свет включай. Так, что тут? Не то. Угу. быстро нашлась. Все? Все. Валим отсюда. Взяли, стену сломали, блин. Негодяй. Ну. Так, что у нас там, куда дальше? Ну, стоят, ждут уже ребята.
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Приехали. Целая делегация, может.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
No. The sound of your voice does not indicate that you are lying.
Just don't depend on your lie detector when you talk to politicians. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Ah, yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Не будем смотреть, что там у нее внутри. Она сама расскажет потом. Если надо будет, конечно. Она просто так сказала, что там личные вещи и все такое. Письма, документы. Так, что у нас там? Плату какую-то новую давали. У нас 3, 3, 3, 2. О, 4, 3, нифига. Ядрить, молотить. Да уж. Ну, тут и заковырки. Пойдем вот так. Потом суп с котом. Да, и такую же, только чтобы. Вот. Вот так. потом пойдем. Вот. Так. Угу. Все равно выйдем сюда, в эту. Ну ладно. По-другому никак, видать. Ну как одеяленько сюда встанет. Вот это вот сюда встанет. Сейчас мы минимизируем все эти. Всего 20 шло, а что так минусов-то много? Так, ладно, поставим сюда вот это. Сюда вот это. Тут. Так. Ладно, давай пока вот это вот нем. Сюда вот это вот к нему. Собака две красная, блин. Но никак от них не избавиться. И сюда нам надо... А есть у меня? Нет, такой вот что и нету. Ладно, пусть будет такая. Конечно, хреново все это получилось, но пока место так расположим. Так, что у нас основное задание там? Встретиться со стариком. Старик где-то в какой-то свалке живет. Пролагало, прогрузилось.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just don't jump.
Вход закрыт. Что там такое сверх секретно в этом входе-то? Внизу.
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some
Да,
kind of
ходи, давай,
defect.
пошел в жопу сюда. Тебя не ждут, меня ждут. Так, тут ничего. Тут проломить не могу. А я проломил. Напугал бы.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us.
Ну, наш покровитель.
You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Вот так вот.
Take care of yourself.
Наш создатель, покровитель, видите, это прикован к инвалидному креслу. Спасибо за помощь. Ты чё? Как работается? Нормально?
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop.
Чё, обосрался,
Such
что
a
ли?
piece of junk after all.
Так, дорогие друзья, на этом мы сегодня закончим. Всем спасибо. Всем пока. Подписываемся на мой канал Кабан Plays Games. Ставим лайки, пишем комментарии. Буду ждать. Мне будет очень приятно. Всем спасибо и пока.